Day 2 of my journey to a different career. After only getting 2 hours sleep last night and posting my first video, I decided to just do something really wacky. 6:30 this morning I turned up at my partner's allotment. Yeah, after she's done a whole bunch of growing of things. Like a good example would be these pumpkins. You can actually see them right there, as well as a whole bunch of other wonderful things. And she asked me a couple of weeks back to rip up the boarding around some of her little plots. So that's what I've been doing. Yeah. So what I've come to realise is that there's a lot of clay below these plots. So I've had to dig out some really big, you can actually see them, really big footings, because there's a lot of clay down there and a lot of water drainage. This one's a really big one because I came across a tile down here. You can actually see that. This tile underneath it has a corrugated piping about this thick, a couple of inches, maybe it's 2.5 inches across and diameter. And basically I came across another tile here, this one, and over here, after I dug them out and put them back again, I found out there's some kind of French drain system in place. Because I don't know if you actually can tell this, but there's a sort of slope starting at the top, coming down, falling into the hole, leading off to the gravel path. And with the clay, what's been happening is this is the bottom of a post, as you can see, with a spike. So you turn this around so you're not in the sun. And what you've got is a whole bunch of rot, of water just collecting over time. Seems to be across a lot of them. Yeah, so I've ripped out this bed and this bed. This is the one I'm starting with. And you've just got tons and tons of lats and wood. You can see where the wood lice have gotten to it and other insects right the way through. So instead of me just waiting for my course, which I've got to sign up on the 9th for, which is fantastic, which is also my last day at work, but because I've got annual leave to take, I've got the time off, so I'm going to sign up for that. And then on the 22nd, the first course I'm going to do is a heavy one, rail engineering. It's an 8-week course. I've spent the last couple of weeks studying on it, including the CSCS safety card, which means I think you've got to get about 45 questions right out of 50 within a 45-minute period, and it's going to be fun. Yeah, it's going to be fun. But I'm actually excited about it, to be honest, to actually learn a new skill, be out and about. There's a lot of theoretical stuff, so there's a lot of classroom based, and then there's a lot of practical stuff as well. I'll be using things like the Iron Man, the impact wrench system, which is a huge giant machine for taking out the bolts from what's called fish plates, which hold the two ends of a rail line together when they're butted up. Things like things they do there is thermal welding for what's called continuous plate, so I've studied up on, and yeah, it's going to be interesting. Heavy lifting, heavy work, and at the end of the course I get what's called a trial shift, which is paid, not bad, and that will give me the benefit of trying me out. It's sort of like an interview, but you actually work on shift within a team on site, and I'm actually looking forward to it. Fingers crossed, it'll be fun. But for now, I'm going to work on my partner's garden. It gives me purpose, something to do. So so I don't have to worry and think about the financial implications of my decision. Also gain some extra skills. Turn it this way. And do some manual labour for a change, because I like to build and create. I'm going to be putting in some, in the footing here, I'll be putting in some stones for water drainage, then a membrane over the top which will allow it to flow in, and then the post will be sitting in this area leading up from each corner and all the way, with a horizontal frame all the way around it, which I'm going to make sure is level using the tools I've got and all the lumber I've got at the top that I've purchased, like toe boards, these sort of things, but new, treated. And yeah, see how we get on over the next couple of days with that. It'll keep me busy. But see you next time.